Hello, hello, American Dream Life member. Happy Thursday. Coming to share some message for this week. And before I do that, let's just remind you what the community about American Dream Life is about, how to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. And why it's so important, especially in today's divided world, to start practicing more with ourselves that it's possible to go to the other side. That it's not by default actually stacking ourselves in one space and feeling hopeless that you cannot go any further. Growing those beliefs that it's possible and gaining some courage and creating that unity within, because that's what it's all about. How you can create the unity, how you can create unity with the others when you start from within, when you start with yourself. Then your experience of your realities and your American dream will be definitely different. It will not be just enough to cross the pond from, for example, Europe or other country, and stepping to America with the same beliefs and expecting a difference. You get to actually keep shifting and growing those beliefs to create that difference and create different reality for you, and experiencing the world from a different perspective. And being more in that neutral space can also help to get you closer to more of that positive and gratitude state as well. So without further ado, today I have also something going on shortly about talking about the purpose, and I believe in the Facebook group community I share about it. I'm so excited to share some of the wisdom on the summit together with some other amazing individuals. So before I do so, I decided to stop by here and share the weekly topic. And today it's actually, the topic is about how to be positive. And how it came about, I was asking for some answers. The P words keep popping up on different signs when I was driving around, and I was paying more of the attention and becoming more present. And somehow I decided to write them down before I forgot. And they were not truly landing with me. I actually fell asleep earlier on and wasn't even ready, and just let it be, and woke up and realized that what I've been experiencing, and actually there is a lesson to be learned, and the lesson came actually from my daughter about being positive. She somehow questioned my ability to look on the other side. And how it came about, because of some texts that she sent, some unexpected news, that somehow I was trying to stay open, but my mind took me for a ride. And I kind of turned to that overprotective mother, and trying to logically somehow share some thoughts through the text, which is not the best medium to communicate, to somehow encourage, to somehow open my daughter's mind, that there is a different solution for that. And she started actually realizing and being frustrated, and I wasn't sure where that coming from. And I was keep encouraging, we get to talk, we cannot just texting back and forth, because it sounded even by the texts that were coming that we both going on the ride with getting deeper into the minds and closing very quickly to have the conversation. And before she actually came, I had the opportunity to actually become more present, to somehow working on some forgiveness, and asking for some guidance, even praying for it, to really create amazing, safe and loving space when my daughter arrives, so we can have a conversation and we not at each other but actually can have a better understanding of each other. And actually that happened. And that happened because of the shift and because of the love that I choose to actually shower myself early in the morning, and then sharing that with my daughter later in the afternoon, to actually to create that more positive experience. So like I mentioned in the preview, it's fake, it's more being positive, it's more than faking until you're making. So it's a lot, it's, well, it's definitely work involved to create that shift, because, well, you cannot control where your mind will take you, especially when you possibly hear some news, unexpected news or message, and your mind can hijack you very quickly. And when you don't pay attention and not allowing some being present with yourself on it, it can escalate very quickly. So those supporting words, I already had mentioned how I went through the process with them, with my daughter, and how I was actually working early in the morning because somehow I wasn't feeling like waking up and all the cheery. And I also decided to shift that for myself, spending some time actually outside, becoming present, meditating, praying, to have a better day, to actually join in a laughter yoga, to shift what was going on, to allow myself some loving and a safe space. So, what are those words that I have mentioned? They are actually present. To be present, to be really practicing more positive, is to become present, more conscious of what's going on. The next one is forgiveness. Forgive yourself, because many times when the mind hijacking to trying to protect us, we go into some stories, assumptions, and not ready to, even harder for us to forgive for what's going on, and that's will not allow us to actually to be open. It's closing very quickly. So forgiveness can create that shift, the opening for us to shift to not being so hard on ourselves. And then finally, when you kind of start shifting, and like I had mentioned before, more in a neutral space, it's also easier to go to that positive frame and be more open with your mind and with your heart, and experience some beautiful connections that you can create with your loved ones or friends or clients, whoever you choose to create that connection. So I trust that it's helpful, and it brings some inspiration and possibly some relation to what you're experiencing in your life. And feel free to share your thoughts on that in the comment section. Some logistical stuff. This being streamed on YouTube on the public channel American Dream Live, and in the private Facebook group community under the same name. You can join us for more interactive experience, more content in the Facebook group community. The link is in the cover, in the the banner on top on the YouTube channel. And you can join the Facebook group community when you want to share with somebody the message that I'm sharing here that might resonate with someone that you know. It's easier from the YouTube channel. And I'm usually coming here live on Thursdays. It's been a couple of months at least when I keep coming on Thursday mornings to have a longer time on Thursday for people to, because it's an international community, to potentially join live or to catch up the replay. So that's about it for the logistical stuff. At this point, sending you so much love, joy, and peace, and talk to you soon. Take care.